Hi, I'm Elaine Harding at stampwithelaine.com, and today is the final episode 6 of 6 in my Halloween Countdown series. This week I have a haunted house tricks and treats holder using the Tricks and Treats bundle, which is this stamp set and this set of dies. I'm also using the Stylish Shapes dies, and it's a nest of 5, one being the smallest, and it's the second one in. The dies I'm using from this Tricks and Treats die set is the word boo and the haunted house. We'll also be doing a bit of embossing. You need the Tools Additions kit and the basics embossing powders and a heat tool to set it. You also need the very best trio punch. This is a punch that has a tag punch hole here, and this one punches the sort of corners you like at the top of the tag. So I've used this one and this one to punch my hole for the ribbon. And you also need a corner rounder punch if you have one. The ribbon I used is called the Gold and Silver 1/8 inch or 3.2mm trim combo pack, and it's an online exclusive. So we need the silver one. To make the box base, you need a piece of cardstock. I'm using lemon lime twist because the chocolate is bright green, so I thought it would be good to use a piece of cardstock that matched it. So this piece of cardstock measures 10¼ inches by 4 inches, and in metric that's 26 centimeters by 10.2 centimeters. And you need a basic black scrap to stamp and emboss the haunted house, and also die cut the word boo. Place the long side at the top and you score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 3 inches, 3½ inches, 5½ inches and 6 inches. On the short side you score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Rotate the cardstock 180 degrees and score the upper side also at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So in metric, with the long side at the top, you score at 1.3, 2.5, 7.6, 8.9, 14 and 15.2 centimeters. Then you rotate your cardstock so that the short side is at the top, and you score at 1.3 and 2.5 centimeters. Rotate it 180 degrees and score at 1.3 and 2.5 centimeters. Now we want to burnish the score lines. To burnish up to this 5½ inch score line. This score line is a guide to show you where to align the back of the box to adhere to this tag here. With the double score lines to the right of you, you cut on either side of the score line up to the second score line here, and the next one along. Then you cut away all of this, and only one along the next one so that it's stepped like this, and you only cut away this little square down there. Okay, flip the cardstock over and let's take away these bits as well. So you're cutting either side of this score line up to the second score line on this square here. And do the same for the next one along. And then you want to cut away all this side here up to the flap here, okay? And I prefer to do it with a trimmer. So fold these back and then cut. And do the same for this side. Fold that back and cut. Then I'm going to mark the centre of the card, sort of there in pencil, and that's to help me find the centre of the tab here so I can punch my hole for the ribbon. So line it up with this line, with that line. So it's dead in the centre, and then you can rub it off. Now you want to punch the top. So insert it in this one, right into the corner, and punch. Flip it over to the other side, insert it. Now before you assemble the box, it's important that you die cut the circle. So centre that circle on this bit here. This is the base of your box, okay? That's the bottom. So this is the top, and you want to have your hole there. Centre it on the square. Put it on your cutting sandwich, so it's platform 1, platform 2, one of the platform 3s, cardstock, die, cutting edge face down, and then the second plate 3, and you're ready to run it through the machine. So when you want to do your stamping, make sure which side up your box is. So you need to stamp on this side. I'm going to stamp in Tuxedo Black Memento ink the tombstones and also the bats. Set that aside. And then bring in the basic black cardstock, the Dust Buddy, to prevent static, rub it all over the cardstock, and then stamp the Haunted House. Make sure it's inked all over, and stamp. Sprinkle white embossing powder all over it. Tap off the excess. Heat set it. In my platforms and make my sandwich again. 1, 2, 3, cardstock, die, cutting edge face down. Adhere it with low tack tape so it won't move, and die cut the word boo as well. Apply adhesive on the back and to the word as well. So pop the boo at the top here and the house round back there. Pop double-sided tape on here and here. And take this tape off and put your treat in, very important. Put your treat in this way up so it's facing out, and align it with this bit here this score line here. Okay, so if you put it in afterwards, you won't be able to get this in, because the box is quite shallow and the base of this chocolate is wider than the head, but you need to make the hole large enough to poke the head through, but small enough so that it doesn't fall out. Okay, then remove this bit here and then pop that up and glue it to the back. Then you can shut your box on either side. And then the last thing to do is pop your ribbon in. So I've cut about 4 inches of this ribbon off, loop it so that it's half, and put the folded end through the hole, make a loop, then put the 2 ends through the loop and then pull it tight. And there's your treat box completed. So there you have it. That's the Haunted House trick and treat holder. I hope you enjoyed this entire series, and I'll be back with an autumn count same time next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.